Is LeBron James the most clutch basketball player ever? In the world of basketball, few words carry as much weight as clutch. When fans and analysts refer to a player as clutch, they are essentially describing someone who excels under pressure. The player you want with the ball in their hands when the game is on the line. Over the years, many players have been praised for their ability to perform in high-pressure situations, but few are more closely associated with the term clutch than LeBron James. However, as with any discussion surrounding greatness in basketball, the question must be asked, is LeBron James the most clutch player to ever play the game? This question is not just about statistics or even the raw ability to make shots in key moments. To truly understand LeBron's place in the clutch conversation, we need to examine his career, the way he has risen to the occasion in some of the most pressure-filled moments in NBA history, and how he compares to other basketball legends, particularly the likes of Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, who are often viewed as the gold standard of clutch performance. But before we dive into the specifics, it's important to understand what we mean by clutch. The term refers to a player's ability to perform under pressure, especially during critical moments in a game. This could mean hitting a game-winning shot at the buzzer, making a crucial defensive play, or simply showing up in a game when the stakes are at their highest. It's not always about the shot that wins the game. It's about how a player handles the pressure when everything is on the line. A clutch player remains composed, makes smart decisions, and often delivers at the highest level when his team needs him most. In the case of LeBron James, the term clutch is a bit more complicated. LeBron's career is filled with countless examples of him performing well under pressure, but he's also faced criticism for moments when he hasn't quite lived up to the clutch expectations that have been set by others before him. The question of whether LeBron James is the most clutch player ever comes down to how we define clutch, and whether we believe his career is filled with enough critical moments to secure his place at the top of that particular mountain. LeBron James's career is certainly filled with unforgettable clutch moments. One of the most iconic is his performance in Game 7 of the 2016 NBA Finals against the Golden State Warriors. This series was historic, not only because the Cleveland Cavaliers came back from a 3-1 deficit to win the championship, but also because of LeBron's performance in Game 7. With less than 2 minutes left, and Cleveland holding a slim lead, LeBron made what is perhaps the most iconic play of his career, his chase-down block on Andre Iguodala. As Iguodala broke, away for a potential game-tying layup, LeBron tracked him down from behind, timing his block perfectly to preserve Cleveland's lead. That play not only saved the game, but ultimately led to the Cavaliers winning their first-ever NBA title, securing LeBron his third ring and silencing many of his critics in the process. But while the block will go down as one of the defining moments in LeBron's career, his clutch performances go beyond just this single play. Another example of LeBron's clutch ability came in the 2018 Eastern Conference Finals against the Boston Celtics. The Cavaliers found themselves in a tough spot, down 2-0 in the series with their backs against the wall. LeBron, as he has done so many times throughout his career, carried his team on his back. In Game 5, he put on one of the greatest individual performances in NBA history, scoring 44 points and leading the Cavaliers to a comeback victory. His dominant performance was a reminder of just how much LeBron could do when his team needed him most, especially considering that his supporting cast was struggling and the Celtics were playing excellent defense. LeBron's willingness to carry the load in that series was yet another testament to his ability to perform under pressure. LeBron's performances are often highlighted for their all-around nature. While he might not always be known for hitting the game-winning shot at the buzzer, he has a remarkable ability to impact the game in many different ways when his team needs it most. His versatility, scoring, facilitating, defending, makes him one of the most clutch players in basketball history. Later in the game, it was his pass to Ray Allen that led to one of the most iconic three-pointers in NBA history, the clutch corner three that tied the game and kept Miami's championship hopes alive. LeBron's decision-making and ability to create plays in the clutch was just as significant as his individual scoring performances. However, not all of LeBron's clutch performances have been universally praised. For some, there's a perception that LeBron hasn't always delivered in the most important moments. The most notable instance of this comes from the 2011 NBA Finals, where LeBron's Miami Heat were favored to win the championship against the Dallas Mavericks. LeBron, however, struggled throughout the series, and particularly in the later games, he was unable to impose his will on the series. He was criticized for his lack of aggression, especially in the fourth quarters, and his inability to perform when the Heat needed him most. His performance in the 2011 Finals led to many questioning whether LeBron could truly be considered clutch. And even now, some fans point to that series as proof that he falls short in the clutch moments. This criticism has been persistent throughout LeBron's career, and many have pointed to moments when he has missed critical free throws or failed to hit the game winner in the final seconds. Even in the 2014 NBA Finals, despite his exceptional overall play, LeBron's inability to close out the series against the San Antonio Spurs led to more questions about his clutch ability. His performances in these instances led some to label him as unclutch, or at least not as clutch as other legends, particularly Michael Jordan. When discussing clutch players, Michael Jordan's name almost always comes up. Jordan is widely regarded as the greatest clutch performer in basketball history. His ability to take over games in the final moments, hitting game-winning shots and leading the Chicago Bulls to 6 NBA championships, is the gold standard by which all other players are measured. Jordan's performances in high-pressure situations, his game-winning shots, his fearlessness, and his unwavering confidence have made him the ultimate definition of what it means to be clutch. His performances in the finals, where he was a perfect 6-0, only served to solidify his place as the most clutch player in NBA history. Comparing LeBron to Jordan is difficult, as their careers have been quite different. Jordan was known for his ability to take over in the final moments, often taking the game-winning shot himself, while LeBron has often been more focused on making the right play, whether that's scoring or passing. Jordan's legacy is built on a series of unforgettable game winners, but LeBron's clutch moments come in a different form, one that includes not just scoring, but also creating opportunities for others, making critical defensive plays, and simply carrying his team through adversity. While Jordan's ability to hit buzzer beaters is part of what made him the clutch king, LeBron's clutch moments are more diverse. LeBron has repeatedly shown that he can perform in high-pressure situations, even if those moments don't always end with him taking the final shot. His leadership, decision-making, and ability to impact the game in all aspects make him one of the most clutch players of all time. He may not have as many iconic game-winning shots as Jordan, but his all-around contributions in clutch moments have made him an indomitable force when the stakes are highest. Looking at the advanced statistics can also help put LeBron's clutch abilities in perspective. LeBron ranks highly in clutch performance metrics, a category that refers to his ability to perform in close games, typically those within 5 points in the final 5 minutes. When it comes to close game performance, LeBron consistently excels, showing that he can elevate his game when it matters most. Whether it's scoring, making the right pass, or getting a key defensive stop, LeBron's impact in clutch moments is undeniable. The question of whether LeBron James is the most clutch player ever will likely remain up for debate. It's hard to compare his career directly to someone like Michael Jordan, whose legacy is built on making the game-winning shot. LeBron's legacy, on the other hand, is one of versatility and leadership in the most high-pressure situations. While Jordan may be the king of last-second shots, LeBron has proven that his clutch ability goes beyond simply scoring. It's about doing whatever is necessary to help his team win. In the end, it comes down to how one defines clutch. If clutch means hitting a game winner at the buzzer, then Jordan may still hold the crown. But if clutch means elevating your team in the most crucial moments, whether by scoring, passing, or defending, then LeBron James has certainly proven himself to be one of the most clutch players to ever step on the court. Perhaps the debate will never have a clear answer, but one thing is for certain, LeBron James belongs in the conversation for the most clutch basketball player ever. End attached search reason.